Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Emmy Award-winning writer Jim Earl. Hey, Jim, how are you?
Oh, great.
Jim, you look smiley. It's really something how he can look how smiley he is. That's called a fake smile.
Jesus Christ. You know,
Come on, let's get to the show.
oh,
So let's talk. We're going to talk about Afghanistan. But did you know this about Afghanistan? That the number of U.S. troops is down from 9,800 last year, as The Hill writes. Former President Obama had initially planned to draw down that number to 5,500. 8 years and he kept that war going strong, Barack Obama. 8 years. Came in, hoping changed Jack. That war's still going. Longest, most costliest wars, Iraq and Afghanistan. So he wanted to bring that down to 5,000. He wanted to. If only he was in a position of power, we could actually make that happen. Someday Barack Obama will be in a position of power to actually get shit done. He wanted to draw down that number to 5,500, but decided instead to set the troop numbers at 8,400. And that made all the difference. I bet you that those extra 3,000 soldiers over there, at $4 million a year each. That's what it costs for one soldier a year.
Alexander the Great couldn't handle Afghanistan.
Right.
Either. He was drummed out of that pretty quickly.
Well, I don't think we want to handle Afghanistan. I think we want to stay there for a long time. And it's got to do with fossil fuels and natural resources. There's no doubt about that. So, on average, 22 American soldiers commit suicide every day. More than are dying fighting in the war. Think about that.
Well, that's not right. More should die in the war.
I guess, yeah, it's like...
That's not the way it works.
Like if there were more dying in the war, I guess everybody, well, it's okay. There was more dying in the war.
It would make sense then.
Not funny. We're not laughing at anybody. We're laughing at the horrible, tragic. It's tragic. So don't get on me about laughing about this. So why do I bring this up? Well, turns out the top U.S. commander in Afghanistan says, I am short a few thousand troops.
What? He's missing them? What's happening?
No, he's short. He's short. He needs extra. He's short. He opened up his box of soldiers and he's like, wait, this is a couple thousand soldiers short.
It's like somebody going to the McDonald's. Oh, I'm short a couple bucks. Can you help me out?
Can you help a brother? No, I'm short a few thousand soldiers. Can you? Anybody got it? You got a soldier to spare? So that's the guy, by the way. His Army General John Nicholson. That's him. Boy, that is a crazy looking crew cut. It's like a big puffy crew cut. It's like a chia pet cut, isn't it? Do you see how it puffs up? His hair. It's like not a crew. It's not a crew cut, but it still has that horrible crew cut finish. But it's still puffy, right?
He looks like the Kemper Direct guy who came to look at my car after I had a fender bender.
Oh, really? Maybe he's also in the military. So let's go. According to this article, it says the top U.S. commander in Afghanistan, Army General John Nicholson, said on Thursday he is short several thousand troops in order to break a stalemate in a war with Taliban insurgents, signaling the matter may soon be put before President Donald Trump. So he's trying to break. So we're in a stalemate right now. And Barack Obama, I guess, was cool with the stalemate. I guess the extra 3,000 soldiers that Barack Obama sent said we had 5,000. He wanted, we got like 8,400. And that wasn't enough to break the stalemate. You know what will break the stalemate? Just a couple thousand more. I don't know what the hell we've been waiting for. You know, we used to have a couple thousand more there. Why didn't we break the stalemate then? I wonder why we didn't break. We used to have 10. How many we used to have? We did surge. We had lots of. I wonder why we didn't break the stalemate before when we had thousands more in there. I have adequate resourcing in my counterterrorism mission. In my train, advise, and assist mission, however, we have a shortfall of a few thousand.
Train, advise, and assist?
Counterterrorism. What is that? That means that the people who live there are attacking us, and we're going to counter them. The people who live there. Why is this war taking so long? Because those people live there.
Civilians are dying in our way. Mm-hmm. They're slowing us down.
So why the need for more troops? Well, Nicholson described the situation in Afghanistan as a stalemate, adding that the only way to break the stalemate is to increase the offensive capability of the Afghan forces. So apparently he wants thousands more soldiers, and he wants money to shore up the Afghan forces. That's what it sounds like to me. As a result, Nicholson asked Congress to invest more in the Afghan Air Force. I don't know, we still don't have clean water in Flint, Michigan, but we are now investing in the Afghan Air Force. I didn't even know Afghanistan had an Air Force. I didn't even know they had running water.
I think we could break the stalemate if we just surprised the Afghanistan by invading Iraq again.
That is such a switcheroo. They will never see it coming.
Right.
Although he didn't offer a dollar figure on how much that investment should cost. No dollar figure. The investment which we are requesting the Afghan Air Force will help them, as you mentioned, to take over responsibility for their own close air support, he said.
I don't think. Do they have any flat land
in Afghanistan? I don't know.
For an airport?
I don't know.
It's all helicopter. What are they doing?
They're growing poppies. I know that. And even more importantly, this is that general, the guy who's in charge. This then will to an offensive capability that allows them to overmatch the Taliban. This is hilarious. This is fucking hilarious. This is hilarious. Jim, I know you're an Emmy Award winner, but I don't think you can write this well.
Overmatch? What the hell is that?
He says, and even more importantly, this then will to an offensive capability that allows them to overmatch the Taliban or any other group on the battlefield anywhere around the country. So I guess it'll all be fixed then. This is all it will take. A little investment in the Afghan Air Force, a couple thousand more soldiers, and it's all fixed. I wonder what the F we've been waiting for all this time. This guy knows it just takes a little bit of an investment in the Afghan Air Force and a few more thousand soldiers, and then they're going to be able to overmatch the Taliban anywhere around the entire country. So they'll just be wiped out then, the Taliban, and then this thing will be all fixed and everybody can come home. This is brilliant. I wonder, why did we wait so long?
We just need to take it out of the box,
Jesus Christ.
Turn it up a notch, ramp it up, take it off the page.
Put it on the front burner.
Run it up the flagpole.
Run it up the flagpole. We got to put it on the front burner. We got to turn it up a notch.
Yeah.
We got to double down. We got to do our homework.
Got to run with the ball. You got to score with the ball.
Yeah.
Give 110%. The problem is we need like 140%.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. I'm short a few thousand%. So according to this guy now, all you got to do is give him a couple thousand more soldiers, and he'll fix everything in Afghanistan. Everything will be fixed. Because if you look right there, they will then be able to overmatch the Taliban anywhere around the country. Forever, I guess. This is hilarious. Oh, by the way, the CRS report says the cost of keeping a single American soldier in Afghanistan per year is an eye-watering $3.9 million effing dollars a year. One soldier, it costs $3.9 million. And you know what no one ever says? No one ever says, how are you going to pay for that? There's no free lunch. How are you going to pay for that? Well, how we're going to pay for that is by taxing the middle class and the poor and then performing austerity at home. Less government services for the people in the United States. And then we take that money we would spend on government services, like healthcare, education, roads, bridges, so whatever. prenatal care, Head Start, anything we would spend money on here in America, we then take that money. We don't spend it here. We say you got to tighten your belts. You got to watch. You can't have a free lunch. And then we take that money and then we spend it on the Afghan Air Force. And we spend $4 million per soldier a year in Afghanistan. We'd be better off if we just took a big C-35 or whatever those things are called, those big cargo planes. I flew in one in Afghanistan. I was in Afghanistan. And these huge cargo planes, it's like, why don't you just fill that up with cash? Open the door and then just push it out. Like, just push it out over Afghanistan. And you know what? You'll do two things. You will have less blowback. People will want to kill us less if you do that. You won't have to kill anybody. And you'll be accomplishing more. So instead of taking those billions of dollars we're wasting just give it to them. See what they do then. I don't know. Instead, we'll just buy a gun and kill them, or a bomb and blow them up. And
well, what if they, just push out a big plane full of Sacagawea dollars?
I don't know if that would work.
Hit people on the head, and then you'd make an enemy. I think Trump can make a better deal than 3.9.
I think Trump could make a better deal with the soldiers. He could probably get them to take less money.
Right.
I don't think it's the soldier pay that drives up the 3.9 mil. I think it's because, you got to ship in water. Every guy's got to drink 8 glasses of water a day. Where's that going to come from? You got to ship it in. Got to fly that in.
And those Bob Hope shows cost a huge amount of money to fly that guy in.
That Bob Hope guy?
Mm-hmm.
So, we just need a few more thousand. So this is the whole thing. And maybe people will demand an end to the war now that Trump's president. Maybe. I doubt it. Americans seem very cool with war. You know why? Because the guys who make the money off the war got smart and they got rid of the draft. Because if there was a draft, there'd be protests and be a lot of people called to end the war. But there is no draft. And now if you're poor and you want to go to college, you have to go first in the military and kill some poor people in another country. And then we'll let you go to college. That's how we do it in America. Yeah, I think an incremental change is what we need. We need to draw down the troop. We need to end these goddamn wars. We need to quit bombing in the Middle East. Can we get together on that? Can the country have a march to end the fucking wars? Did the wars even come up during that march, the Women's March? Well, that's when it wasn't about that. Well, maybe we should make it about that. Maybe we should have that. Can we have an anti-war movement in this goddamn country? I hope so. Maybe I'll try to start one.
I'm waiting for Jon Stewart to have another March for Sanity, or a Rally for Sanity. Maybe he'll mention the war.
Yeah. I would like us to stop bombing 7 different goddamn countries for no reason.